Well, clearly something is not working, right? Something needs to change. We can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. When we look at reform in general, we still have a long way to go. We have the federal government enacting that Electricity Act in 2023, but we have weak compliance with market rules. Some argue that we have lack of investor confidence. How do you envision this sort of legislation? Is it enough to deliver the reforms that we need?
Okay, the law is a good law. It's got its challenges. One critical point is the fact that it allows subnationals to take over the electricity market, right? They can't take over regulating the electricity market within their states. So that law is supposed to play a critical role, and states are then supposed to then take over to the extent that they can. And I think that's the beauty of a federal system. There's no obligation, but you're encouraged to. So I think the law does play a role. But like everything in Nigeria, we need to think through implementation, right? We need to ensure that each state is then investor friendly, and investors consider those states friendly, because you then begin to place less emphasis on the national grid, place less emphasis on the center. And I think that's one thing this administration is trying to do, to ensure that there's more going to local governments, more going to states. And I've mentioned before, at some point, it will become an election point. If certain states don't have electricity, then they'll ask the governor who wants to recontest why he thinks he's succeeded if they do not have electricity. So I think that law is one of those points that help us improve the sector if implementation is properly done. And if we all ask the right questions, if we as citizens ask the governors the right questions.